here at the National Theatre at the Deck to help to launch Network Rail's new approach to sustainable procurement. Today we've got some presentations from a number of different speakers from Network Rail. We've got a panel question and answer session with the main contractors, and a little bit later on after the break we've got an interactive workshop where the delegates are going to start to explore some of the actual requirements that Network Rail are considering putting into contracts in the future. Welcome to the National Theatre and what we hope is going to be the wonderful world of sustainable procurement this morning. The purpose of the session today is to introduce Network Rail's approach to sustainable procurement and get some feedback from yourselves.
Good morning everyone. My name is Maike Boychers and I'm the Sustainability Manager for London Bridge Station redevelopment.
The way we want to think about it is it's not just an add-on or the latest initiative.
We need our suppliers to adopt practices that are environmentally sound.
We do attempt to recruit labour locally.
We need to get a lot of feedback from you on the site.
So we do have, for example, guidance that we make available for our supply chain.
It goes without saying that we expect a very high standard and we achieve a very high standard.
So far so good. We've had some interesting presentations from the speakers. We've had Network Rail give their perspective on what they're going to be doing around sustainable procurement. We've had the panel members talking about how they're managing sustainable procurement in their particular organisations, and there have been some very interesting questions from the delegates. I think the types of questions that we've got from the delegates are really starting to show that they are, if not already engaged, really starting to engage around this agenda and asking the right type of questions to help move them forward. So, so far so good. We look forward to the next part of the session, which I think is even more interactive.
Please provide evidence of past projects, policies and processes you have in place to deliver this requirement.
This is the workshop element of the session today. We've got each panel member has been allocated a table. Each table has been allocated a subject and a theme of requirements to explore and provide a bit of feedback back to Network Rail. The purpose of the panel members being on the table is to help to facilitate the conversation and also to provide a bit of that best practice as well.
I'm hoping that that Network Rail will take a lot of the lessons that we've learned from today and the Thameslink programme work, which has been very successful in terms of sustainable procurement, so we can improve for the long term as well.
I think it was very useful today actually to hear from the contractors and the other parties on what their thinking was on sustainable procurement, and learning some new facts and figures, and also seeing that there were some initiatives already on the way that I didn't know about and that I'm looking forward to getting involved in.
For me today was massively encouraging to see a client like Network Rail taking a lead in an area like this, an area which is still emerging in some ways, and the fact that they could attract a very diverse audience from the industry, and having a large number of different major contractors in the room really adds a bit of substance to the debate.
Today's been really useful. I think it's shown that we're all aligned as an industry. We know what we want to achieve, and I think the next step is really going about how we achieve that.
It's been really, really great to spend some time with a major client to work on some solutions for what is a major challenge for the industry. So I think the engagement has been great. I'm looking forward to following that up.
I've found the day really useful. It's been really informative to get the supply chain's view on our sustainability policy and approach. So it's been very informative for me, and I'll be taking some of the information back to C&P and working out how we can align ourselves and build upon the information we've got today.
The most reassuring thing for me today was seeing the amount of delegates who not only actively participated in all of the exercises, came up with the interesting and challenging questions, but actually the number of people who are interested in taking this further forward and continuing the discussion with Network Rail. I think that's going to be valuable not just for today, but as we continue our work for Network Rail in the future.